Hello friends, we are discussing about the unit second absorption of water. The points to learn in this chapter is that role of water in plants, mechanism of water absorption with respect to the crop plants, and factors affecting rate of water absorption. The absorption of water is necessary for the plant life because of the water holds near about 85% of the total weight of the plant body. The major ingredient in a plant is water. The amount of the water which plant holds in its body will act as the sort of hydroskeleton to keep its parts in a stiff and the rigid condition. The avenue trees which grow in our surrounding, we never pour water to them. These plants they are able to maintain their perfect posture even though they lose a lot of water through the transpiration during the severe summer, but they never show any sign of a wilting. How is it possible? The extensive root system and the root hairs they possess will act as the fine hygroscopic structures and collect all possible traces of water present in soil to keep the parts of the tree in stiff and rigid condition. It's amazing to note that on a single day, a big tree has the ability to collect few gallons of water from the soil. And hence, the role, first of all, we must have to know what is the role of water in a plants. The role of water in a plants, we discuss one by one. There are 9 points. The role of water as a medium of fertilization in a primitive plants. The role of water in a primitive plants like as algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes to carry the gametes for the fertilization process or the water is needed as a medium for a transport of the pollens or the gametes from them. Then the role of water, second, the role of water to keep root hairs and the leaves in a stiff and the rigid condition. The single celled root hairs and the multicellular photosynthetic organs, particularly as the leaves, they have to be stiff and the rigid in condition. Then in order to carry their functional activities, there is a necessity of a water. Then it must hold the maximum amount of water in them. In such a condition, only the root hairs are able to supply the pressure to move their way into the soil and collect water. And hence, the role of water to keep root hairs and leaves in a stiff and a rigid condition is the second. Then the third role of water in a plants. The role of water in a transporting minerals from the soil into the roots. As you know that many of the nutrients are present in a soil. These nutrients or the minerals they are transported from or they get absorbed from the soil to the root and it is transported towards the upward parts of the plants. Then these upward plants of the plants they are carried out by means of the cells. Here, the first of all, the minerals get absorbed with the help of water. Then these minerals are first of all dissolved in water and they get transported with the help of in the ionic form from the root cells to the various parts of the plants. Then next point, next role as a role of water in a transporting food materials in the plants. The glucose sugar produced in a plant body will be dissolved in water and it is transported in a dissolved form through a phloem tissues of the plants. As you know that there are two types of the movement of the water takes place, upward movement and the downward movement. The upward movement takes place with the help of the xylem whenever the root cells absorb the water and by means of various mechanisms they absorb the water. As know, the diffusion, osmosis, imbibition, these important phenomenon, they are for the absorption of the water. Then when they absorb the water, it is transported with the help of water molecules. They transport the glucose molecules, those are synthesized in the plant body. Then it is transported towards the lower part where the growing parts are there. Next to this, the role of water in a metabolic activities of the cell. Then which type of metabolic activities? There are so many metabolic activities are carried out, like as constructive and the destructive chemical reactions, those occurs in a plant body. These chemical reactions will help to synthesize new materials for the cell as well as the energy required for the activities of the cell. The chemical compounds present in the cytoplasm will need water as a medium for the reactions. As you know that water is known as the universal solvent. Various reactions are carried out in the presence of the water. The next as the role of water in opening and the closing of stomata. First of all, what is the stomata? Stomata is a minute pore present in a lip surfaces. These minute pores are helpful for the respiration. Also, the excess amount of the water which is absorbed by the root cells, it is given out through the root cells, through the stomata. And hence, the stomata are the tiny microscopic pores present on the surface of the leaves. In case of the monocot, they are dumbbell shaped. There are two cells. They are the dumbbell shaped. These cells are known as the guard cells. But in case of the dicot, these are the kidney shaped. Then each stomata is made up of these two kidney shaped guard cells. And because of their shape, they leave the small opening in between them. This is called as the stoma. The guard cells, if they hold maximum amount of the water, then they open, and if they include little amount of the water, they will be get closed. Since the opening and the closing of the stomata is for the excess amount of the water is liberated through the stomata, and hence the stomatas are present in a lip cells, in the lip surfaces. So the opening and the closing of the stomata is dependent on the content of the water, and hence it also plays water also plays an important role in the opening and the closing of stomata. Then the role of water in a photosynthesis. As you know that the photosynthesis is such a important mechanism takes place in the plants because of the radiant energy which is captured by the plants, it get converted into the chemical form of energy. As you know that they utilizes the atmospheric carbon dioxide and the water. Then O2 and the CO2 in presence of the sunlight, in presence of the water, in presence of the chlorophyll pigments, they convert it into the carbohydrates. That is, they synthesizes food material, and hence it is known as photo, in presence of light and the synthesis. They synthesizes the food material. Because of this process, they are autotrophic. They can synthesize their own food material, and it is achieved with the help of the water. Without water, it is not possible, and hence the water is also playing an important role in it. Then the role of water in a cooling of the plant body. As you know that the normally every plant throughout the day will be well exposed to the high intensity of the sunlight. As we know that if we go in the sunlight, then we are also suffering from the temperature. Then for to maintain the temperature, here is also plants are also suffering from the high intensity of a sunlight. Then the water vapors, those are released from the surface of the plant body through the evaporation. Maybe it is a transpiration, stays around the plant body and cool it. This will help the plant body to protect itself from the dehydration and the desiccation. And lastly, the role of water in the germination of the seeds. When we sow the seeds in the soil, Through the imbibition, seeds drink water from the soil and swell. The pores developed through this activity will break the seed coat and allow the seed to germinate. That is the process of the imbibition, process of osmosis, and process of diffusion plays an important role in the absorption and the utilization of water in a plant's life. Thank you.